Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today's video I'm going to be testing some new drugstore makeup. I have the Physicians Formula new like butter collection, a lot of stuff from this line, and then a couple other newer somewhat drugstore related products. I have like the BH Cosmetics Avocado Toast palette, this Pop Beauty cheek palette to try, so just kind of a mix of things, but mostly focusing on the new Physicians Formula collection. I picked this up on their website, by the way. I believe it is in some Targets, but most of the line is on their site. So we're just going to ignore my hair for now because I just threw it up, but I will fix it once we are done with the look. But let's go ahead and get started with this makeup. So first thing I want to try out, this is new from Physicians Formula. They have like a whole new butter collection. This is their new primer. It's called the Butter Believe It, and it's a putty primer. We know everyone's been doing putty primers lately, but I figured I would go ahead and try the Physicians Formula one. It says an ultra luxurious, velvety smooth putty primer infused with our exclusive butter blend to deliver a radiant, soft, poreless complexion. Let's see how this is. So here is the packaging on that, and it does come it doesn't have a seal or anything. Okay, so this is definitely different than the putty primers that I have tried before. This is like ultra buttery. So it feels like butter, not putty. It does have a slight coconut scent to it, which I feel like all this line does. So if you're not into scents, you probably won't like this. But yeah, it's literally like a balm. Let me go ahead and put this on the skin. I feel like this is going to be so shiny. It does feel a little smoothing once I'm kind of blending it in, but yeah, I'm just a little bit worried with this texture. I feel like I'm gonna get super greasy. It doesn't feel like how the e.l.f. putty feels. This is like a balm, straight up. Okay, let's move on to the foundation. So I was really excited for this. I lost a little already. I used it one time just for a few hours. I didn't even leave it on very long, but it's the Butter Believe It Foundation Plus Concealer. Really pretty packaging on this. I was so excited that they came out with a new foundation because they got rid of like their very popular one, or like discontinued the Healthy Foundation, I think it was. So I was hoping that this would be comparable. So this one is the Butter Believe It Foundation Plus Concealer. It says it's for all skin types, ultra luxurious foundation plus concealer infused with a powerful blend of Mimuru butter, Paku butter, and Tukuma butter from the lush, nutrient-rich Amazon. It says it's an incredibly creamy texture that melts into skin, leaving a natural, radiant, glowing complexion. Long-wearing, weightless formula provides buildable medium to full coverage, and it wants you to shake before use. So I did use this once, but I want to try this like a full day's wear. I'll update you guys at the end of this video too, how everything looks, but very curious about this one. I got the shade Fair to Light. I'm gonna do 1.5 pumps. This is typically what I do for foundation, and we'll just spread this onto the skin. So right away, I feel like this really does have almost a velvety texture to it, and I feel like it covers really well. I'm just gonna kind of blend this all. This also has a scent, so again, if you guys don't want the coconut scent, it's not as strong as their bronzer is scent-wise, but it's definitely noticeable. It seems like it's gonna look a little bit too glowy for me. It's super shiny right away, as you guys can see. So maybe if you guys have a dry skin type, it might work, but I also feel like it might be one that shows your texture, because I can see my texture here really bad. Like I don't feel like it's covering it up very well, but I'm just gonna lightly blend this in. I don't think I'm gonna add any more because I feel like that's gonna make it look worse, so we'll just leave it at that. I'm gonna blend everything down the neck and so on. But yeah, that's how we are looking. Very dewy. Okay, so I am just applying a basic eye primer. You can use whatever you want. I'm just doing my Too Faced one. And we'll go ahead and jump into the BH Cosmetics palette. This is the Avocado Toast palette. This palette isn't really new, but it's new to me, so I wanted to try it. And the price, I would consider it drugstore price, just because I know BH Cosmetics has sales a lot. It's kind of a medium price range, like kind of ColourPop prices, but I feel like it's still pretty inexpensive. So this is the Avocado Toast palette, which has these beautiful greens, kind of matches with my shirt today. So I figured we would try this out and do a fun look with this one. I'm just gonna go right into this green Avo toast and put that into the crease. It has nice pigmentation to it. I'm gonna deepen that up a little bit with the ripe color here. Next, I'm going to take Holy Moly in the outer corner, which is almost this, I think it's a black. Let me try it. I have a little bit of green on my brush too, but that's okay. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be like just a black. So I'm just going to blend that. This palette really does blend nicely. I'm pretty impressed with it for how little I paid. Next, I'm going to go in with Lemon Pepper, the shimmer, and use that on the eyelid. This color looks so like basic in the palette, but once it's on the eyes, it like transforms. It's so beautiful. I'm going to do a little bit of Avocado in the inner corner. Use this dark brown pit on the lower lash line. For eyeliner, I'm going to go in with this ColourPop one. It's the cream gel liner in the shade Extra Frosting. It's just this like pale yellow. I'm thinking it's just going to look almost white. Yeah, it looks almost white on the eyelids, but that's okay. Yeah, that was the first time I used it. I got this in like a big bundle set. So that's the eye look. I feel like this is really fun, just like a fun green look. I'm really impressed with the quality of these shades. I feel like green can be really hard to work with and blend, but this was not too bad, honestly. And the shimmers are beautiful in here. I'm going to use my Milani Conceal and Perfect, since we're going to do all Drugstore. I feel like the coverage is really good on this one. For under the eyes, I'm going to set with my number 7 Triple Action Finishing Powder. This one really brightens the under eye. It's supposed to be a dupe for the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Powder. It really just lightens everything and blurs it. I just love this stuff. Next, let me do my brows just real quick. I'm probably going to speed through this part, but I'm going to use my CoverGirl brow pencil. I don't have a new one to use. Now, I am going to set those into place with this. This is newer from NYX, the brow glue. It's very interesting. A lot of people either love or hate this stuff. I'm going to try and get our brows to kind of stand up a little bit, just to give them that little bit of feathered look, but not overdoing it. But it gives them a little bit of an undone type look, which I like. Alright, next let's go ahead and do the mascara. So there is a mascara in this collection. It is called the Butter Blowout Mascara. It says full blown volume and length. It's a keratin infused blend. So here's what it looks like. It has the fun little palm leaves all over. And here's the brush on this. And it's scented. It's a weird scent. Why does it smell like perfume? Okay, let's try this. This mascara in particular is a very lengthening, separating type of mascara. I'm not getting a whole lot of volume with this brush. I will say it's not clumping, which is always a plus. But personally, I like a little mix of volume and length with my mascaras. I'm very picky with them. And this one is not doing it for me. Here is the lashes. Let's move on to the bronzer. I did use this already in one of my other testing videos, and I thought it was pretty good, but very strong smell. It's like a floral scent. I'm going to dip into this. It's called the Matte Manoi. So it has Manoi butter. And we'll go ahead and apply this to the cheekbones. There is a deeper tone as well in this line if you guys are looking to pick that up. This one is the lighter tone. Alright, for the blush and highlight, I was going to use this palette, but I don't really like these tones with my eyes, so I'm actually going to use this one from Pixi, which is somewhat new. It's not super new, but it's their Sugar Blossom Nuance Quartet, which has highlight in like a couple blushes. So I'm going to try this out today. I'm kind of leaning towards this color for the blush. It's very neutral mauve brown, because I think the other like coral one's going to be too bright for this look today. Okay, yeah, I do like that color. It has a little bit of a rosiness to it. It kind of reminds me of my Patrick Tosh, She's So LA. Love the tone. I'm going to use this highlighter in the palette called, I think, Blossom. And we'll just use, well, this brush might be too big. I'll use this Moda brush. Ooh, that's pretty. Pixi always has some beautiful highlighters, I will say. I feel like those are always my favorite products from them, is like their cheek and highlighting products. They're very beaming. All right, let's do lips. I think Physicians Formula is coming out with like a butter lip product. I know they have butter lipsticks already, but I swear I saw it in one of their promos, but I don't have any. I know, I didn't think it was on the website, so let me grab something else to try. So what I grabbed out of my collection is this from Persona. Again, this is technically not a drugstore brand, but it's more mid-range. So I feel like Physicians Formula is also mid-range, as well as Pixi. So this gloss is $16. I'm going to try it today because I think this color is going to go really well with this look. And it was in my need to try a new makeup drawer. So this is their Honey Gloss from Persona. And I think this is going to be pretty pigmented. Hopefully we'll get a full opacity with this one. Yeah, that should work. A really pretty formula, not sticky. This also smells kind of like cotton candy. Alright, last step is setting spray. I do have this one from Physicians Formula. It is the Butter Believe It Skin Mist. It says Mimuru Butter Setting Spray. This could go good or it could go bad because I'm hoping it's not going to be too greasy. But it says that it's an ultra luxurious microfine mist setting spray infused with Mimuru butter, Kapaku butter, and Tukuma butter. So kind of like how the foundation was. It says it's packed with essential fatty acids and pro-vitamins to soften, condition, and moisturize skin. I mean, that doesn't sound like a good setting spray. It sounds like a good priming spray, but I don't know. Let me go ahead and try this out. It specifically says on here that you can spray it 8 to 10 inches away and mist in an X and T motion. So we'll try that. Okay, I think that was quite enough. This smells like the mascara. It's weird, perfumed. It feels very refreshing and nice on the skin, I will say. Let's see how it looks. Honestly not bad. I think it looks nice. It's not too glowy. Here is a close-up of how everything is looking. I really like how the mist kind of finished everything. Actually, it looks really pretty. So I think everything looks nice all together so far. I'm gonna go ahead and leave this on and I will check back in about 5 hours and we'll see how this is lasting on my skin. So we are back with the final check-in and I wanted to give you guys my kind of first impressions of the products. So here's how we are looking. Honestly, I thought we would be a lot oilier than we are. Kind of surprised because that foundation started off really oily. So let's just talk about the foundation. I do get a little bit of oiliness with this foundation. It looked pretty greasy at first, you guys saw, but with my Patrick Star One Size powder, it makes it look a lot better. So I feel like if I used something else, it would have been a mess. So I love that powder, you guys know. But this honestly looks good and I would suggest giving it a try, and even if you guys have dry skin, it might work even well for you because it does have a lot of glow to it. But yeah, I'm honestly impressed that it stayed on. Like it looks good to me. I've even looked oilier with a lot of other foundations at the end of the day. I'm not even that oily, I would say. So yeah, I like the foundation. Off the bat, I'm not a fan of the primer. It's not a putty. It's like a weird you guys know, I didn't like it that much. I think if I used even like a gripping primer or a mattifying primer, I would have liked my foundation even more, but I think my foundation looks good. Mascara, you guys know I didn't really care for this one. It has a weird smell and I didn't feel like it did too much for my lashes. It's okay, but I mean, there's no flaking, no smudging, so that's always a good sign. And then the bronzer, you guys already know I do enjoy this. This has stayed on all day. It does look actually more warm now that it's kind of settled, but I think it's pretty. It lasts on the skin. And also the Pixi blush that we use and highlight also lasted on the skin as well. So it's been about, what time did I put my makeup on? I think I put it on at 2. It's been about 6 hours now, so that's pretty good. I did like this setting spray. I feel like it actually helped my makeup stay on longer, and I really love the finish that it gave when I just like set everything together. It was really beautiful on the skin, so even though the smell is a bit strong, I actually thought this did a pretty good job, and I would definitely try it again. The Avocado Toast Palette, love this. This is so easy to use, so pretty. If you guys want just a really fun, easy to do green look, something inexpensive, this is good. I saw it's still available on Ulta if you guys want to pick it up. I'll link it down below, but I really like this fun green look we did today. And also the Persona lip gloss, I was definitely impressed with this too. It has faded. I still have a little bit of something on the lips, but it did last a while, and I love the color of it. Formula was great, so I did enjoy this gloss. This is also available on Ulta. What else did we use that was new? I think that's it. I think that's everything new that we use. So I did have a couple fail products in this video, but mostly everything worked out pretty good. I'm excited to actually use this foundation a bit more. I'm very curious about how it's gonna work with some of my other primers and stuff like that, because this looks good. Like, I'll just put some powder on and I'm good to go. I would love to know what you guys think about these items I tried. If you're gonna pick anything up, I'll go ahead and let you guys go. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.